Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Grow and Clip Bonsai for Seniors. Today is October 6th of 2024. It's Sunday. It's 8 p.m. No, I haven't wound the clock up. I forgot, so I got to start. When the time comes at 11, then I'll wind it up. It's 66 degrees Fahrenheit or 19 degrees Celsius. Citrus, my citrus tree. Yellow leaf repot. Now, lemon trees need a 5.5 to 6.5 pH. Yellow leaves can mean a lack of iron, which has yellow leaves with dark green veins. Magnesium, yellow with white stripes along green veins. Nitrogen, light green to yellow with yellow veins. Yellow blotches could be a bacterial or a fungal infection. If you got yellow spots, it could be a lack of manganese. So, before we do that, I'm taking it out of the outdoor pot and putting it into a regular ceramic pot. And yes, Marisol from Frostbite Bonsai, there it is. I sealed up them deep dark crevices with Instant Ocean hold fast, quick and easy. Gotta buy more. Marisol's, they had a good thought there. So you can see right now how the leaves are all blotchy and splotchy. So I have my peroxide here, and these leaves will go in the garbage. But when I take one off, you can see how the veins are starting to turn yellow. It's got the blotchy leaves. Could be manganese, or it could be nitrogen. But if you look on the back, get my old Sherlock Holmes magnifying glass out. I don't know if you can see it with the light, but you can see them spots on the back, and that could be a fungal or a bacterial infection. So what I'm going to do is take these leaves off. Now, a lot of people say, "Oh, just junk them and throw them in the throw the whole plant in the garbage." No, I don't do that. I try to save it. I'm going to cut them all back. Cut them all off. The soil, I just dump it. I'm going to cut this one back to here. Now these back buds, these citrus trees always back bud real nice for me. Cut this one off there. Cut. You're going to say, "Tom, you got all that stuff all over your fingers." Well, I'm going to dip my fingers in the peroxide. There we go. So I'm going to dip it in there. Dip my fingers in the peroxide. And you can see how it's getting it all nice and clean. And say, "Tom, you didn't use your ironwood tools." Well, I don't know where I put my little clippers. I've been using them a lot, outside, inside, so I don't know where the heck they're at. So I got my magnifying glass over there. We're going to take these guys out. A rock. And our little gnome. And our house. City Marshal's office. Well, there you go. So now let's take this all apart. You're going to say, "Tom, maybe some of the stuff's in the soil." I don't know. I really don't know. So what we're going to do is take this all out. Just hit it. This pot I'll wash with soap and water before I put anything in there. And I got mixed some wild root organics, mycorrhiza. It's got endo and ectobacteria in there. Two different kinds of bacteria. I mean, two different strains, which got I don't know. There's like I can't believe how many are in there, but there's like 6 of one and a dozen. What does it say here? 7 ecto. And Tom, get the magnifying glass out. and 9 endo. 9 endo and 7 ecto mycorrhiza species. So that's good. Because some trees need ecto and some need endo. So we're going to get Matt's rake out. Get this all the soil out. And I watered it real good because I wanted to get this all taken apart real easily. Take this all apart. And we're gonna really take this down to the nitty-gritty. I would do underwater root raking, but right now I don't have the space because I'm still cleaning. I haven't had a chance to clean the insides. Working on the fish, working outside, going here, going there, running everywhere. So let's get this all out. And there we go, just like that. Now this soil I'm going to dump. Matt, you make a good root rake, or a good root hook. You can see how nice these roots are looking. Now, what do you think I'm going to do? I have mixed a good quarter teaspoon of this, of the Wild Root Organic powder into my gallon container. I'm going to say, Tom, are you going to use the soil? No, I'm going to put the soil outside. I, for the life of me, don't know what I do with my ironwood tools. Well, we'll use this one for now, just for the roots. But you know, nothing cuts wood like ironwood. I still have this. So this, we're going to do some drastic pruning right up to a bud here. It's going out right up to a bud here. And this one has a bud or a brain coming out here. And then we're going to cut this other one. It's going down. We're going to cut that to here. We're going to cut this off because we cut a lot of the root off. And you're going to say, Tom, this isn't the season. Well, Tom goes for what he can do. I got a nice, some buds here, so we'll just cut these back because we're going to keep it small. Just like that. And then we're going to move this, we're going to put this into here. I'm going to take this out of the way. And what a mess. So I can dump it. Get my other container out here. Let's get that so you can see it. Now I got the solution, I got the powder in here. You gotta really mix it up. And then I'm gonna put this into here. I want these roots to get a good soaking of this, because this stuff will attach to the roots. And then I'll water some more in. Okay, so here's our pot. And here's our screen. This is just knitting mesh number 7. You can get this at Hobby Lobby. It's cheap. A screen's like 99 cents. Or you can get the bundle pack. Let's see where it's at. You can get the bundle pack like this for $2.99. And you get a lot of cuttings out of this. A lot of cuttings. So, this is what I'm using, the Zilla Jungle Mix. And it's got, on the back as the ingredients, aged Douglas fir bark, tongue-tied today, aged Douglas fir bark, and sphagnum peat moss. So what I did, I got a mix 5 parts perlite, 1 part worm castings, 3 parts of the Zilla, Douglas fir, and sphagnum. So this will help lower the pH in the soil. Okay, Tom, let's put this there. And then, you know, with the Venetian blind, look how nice it writes on there. And this is just with pencil. And here's the mix. Pull it out. Take out some of these clumps. And you can see how it looks. Real nice. When I put it in, just like that. And yes, there's my spray bottle. When I'm cleaning here, you forget everything. Oh, let's see if we can dig into there. Let's put this camera over here until I can get my spray bottle. There we go. Oh yeah, you know, everything's messed up. I'm going to take the surface tension out. Just like that. Let's see how it looks. We got a nice radial root system. Nice white root there. But first I'm going to cut that piece off. And yes, I'll dip these into here. We got a root going tangled. Nigel, I don't think you'll like that root going tangled, so we're going to just use this. Cut that tangled root off. And we'll throw that there. And we can fit it in. But first we'll make a little mound on here. And we'll just wet it. Just like that. Get it in real nice. Oh yes, everybody's saying, Tom, are you going to dip it? Yep. In the peroxide it goes. Put it on there. And you can see it bubbling a little bit. And 4 Bobcat Bonsai's root hook. Dip that in there too. So now we're going to take and start putting in our mix. Now you're going to say, Tom, how come you don't use Dave's chopsticks he gave you? Well, they're too good to be used. I hate to get them dirty. So what I think I'm going to use them for is pointers on my other videos. That way, though, they're so fine, I'm not going to get them all dirtied up. So now, take your chopstick and just fire it in. Fire it into the root systems. Don't be afraid. Fire it in. 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 Don't be afraid. You got to get all them air pockets out. Fire it in. Fire it in. Fire it in. Fire it in. And we're going to just take our fingers, push them down the best you can. And if you can't get your fingers working right, you can always use your spoon and just push it down, push it down. Now I'm going to just give it a little bit of water. Just like that to get it going. Everything in. Mr. Elephant says hello to all the kitties. Now, we'll get some more. And we'll just put it in. Now, this will be a nice fast draining mix. Plus, with all that aged Douglas fir bark and the sphagnum moss, it should, the sphagnum peat moss, it should lower the pH on this. You're going to say, Tom, they use that for catching all the waste of the amphibians that people use, all the geckos and stuff like that there. Yeah, I know. It absorbs good water. It'll hold moisture, yet it'll drain. Okay, we got it like that. Now it's going to give it a little spritz. Take the surface tension out. And then we're going to clean the house real good. Now, I'm not going to put the house or rock onto there yet until I can put them in some bleach and rinse them off real good. And same thing with our little gnome. What can we call her? This is a girl gnome. Maybe we can call her Nancy. Nancy, our little gnome. But they'll all go in some a bleach solution and rinse them off real good. And then, yeah, I forgot the paper towels again, so that's why God made pants. Wipe your fingers in your pants, but don't let the kids see it, because the mothers will be all over me. There we go. And then, what'd you do with the bottle, Tom? Here it is. I'll shake up the endo and ectobacteria in here. And we're just going to water it in a little bit. Get it in there. There we go. And this, if there's any deficiency in the plants, this will form a good relationship, a symbiotic relationship with the roots. So the roots will feed it its steak and eggs, and the endo and ectobacteria will help it take out, will give it some nice, how would you say, cakes and cookies, whatever it needs. So they work hand in hand together. And I did have my lipstick around here someplace. I don't know where. But once I find it, I'll just dab the ends with my lipstick. Tom, what are you going to do? It's Sunday. So nothing drained out yet. So then we're going to get Mr. Elephant and give it some water until everything runs out. There we go. Now it's starting to run out. And all this endo and ectobacteria that's in here is going to go to the plants inside the house that I have and outside. It will not go to waste. There we go. Real nice. So, we'll put this in over here. And I think this is coming out this way, so you don't want an eye poker branch. So let me just cut this one off to here. There we go. Throw that into there. There we go. Into the peroxide, and you have it. So it's after 6 o'clock. Sit back with your wife and children and enjoy some quality time together. Shut that phone off. Shut off all the anything that'll cause you guys not to have time together. The video games and everything else like that. Shut that all off. And sit back and relax to some good old time Lawrence Welk music. And yes, our Sherlock Holmes hat was on today, thinking of what this was. So I'm not giving up on it. We're going to see what happens, and we're going to go from there. And this will go outside. I know the weather's getting cool, but it still needs the sun. I'm not going to bring it in until it drops about 35. I keep them out there because I want these things to be tough. Everything out there I have, my figs, my ficus, my citrus, my cactus, everything's out there. Once it drops to like 35, then I'll start bringing them in because they got to be tough, and only the tough survive in the Windy City here, in my little area. So, later on I'll show you how I get everything ready for the winter in my microclimates. So, have a good day. Shut that phone off. An emergency, one ring, hang up, one ring, hang up, one ring, hang up. If they call again, then it's an emergency. But if they want to jibber jabber, hang up. Hey, I'm with my family. You know the rules. After 6 o'clock, family first, Little Lawrence Welk, sit back with a cup of tea, because it's getting tea weather now, and enjoy the day. Well, the evening, what's left. Take care, everybody.